protected! Stay woke! Stay woke!
All women are queens. If she breathes, she's a fly!
Hey guys, and welcome to another Mega News video. I'm your host as always, ShadowRock, and I want to thank you guys for watching the last analysis on Mega Man X DiVE. I worked on that thing for 2 days straight, and I'm glad that a lot of you guys are appreciating it. That said, I was reading through the comments, and some of you guys were pointing some things out to me that I missed. So let's go over those real quick as a follow-up to the previous analysis. So the big one is something that I got completely wrong about Vile. In the previous video, I talked about how the launcher weapon might have released the bomb weapon that Vile is using. But as many of you, and also our resident Vile expert, Hero Azure, pointed out to me, that is not the case at all. Actually, the bomb is coming from his knee cannon, which, as I've come to understand, the knee is where Vile usually releases bomb type weapons. So it seems like this bomb weapon may indeed be a skill after all, which also means we don't really know what this launcher weapon will do, and that's where we're at now on that. Although it seems like this is still a new weapon that didn't appear in Maverick Hunter X, so with that in mind, our Vile expert Hero Azure has dubbed this weapon the Hot Potato. Really good, right? I thought so too. Also, it seems like the bomb will be able to get hit back, at least according to him. Well, that just goes to show that I don't really know as much about Vile as I should. Clearly. Guess I better go off and play Maverick Hunter X Vile mode to get schooled. Maybe I'll do just that after this video. The second thing is I made a translation mistake on the menu that shows the whole chip system thing. On the status menu, I talked about this one parameter where I thought it might have been weight or size, but in actuality, according to the comments, it is the recharge rate or the reload rate of the Mao Giant. That's another thing too. I kept saying Mayo Giant, but it's more like Mao Giant or something like that. Though I could just say Mayo Giant just to piss you guys off. That sounds more like fun to me. But anyways, yeah, that's the recharge and reload rate. And then the last thing is a couple of you guys were telling me that the message that appears when Zero takes no damage in the footage actually says that Zero dodged the attack. Which is pretty interesting to me because that might hint at some kind of dodging mechanic in this game, which is kind of weird, not gonna lie. It's like, did they really take the RPG mechanics that far? Because we know in RPGs, the dodge rate is either tied to your stats or it can be completely random in most cases. So just imagine a traditional Mega Man X game where you have a random chance of dodging an attack for doing nothing. That is just weird to me. But if this dodge mechanic is indeed in there, this might be evidence of it. But yeah, that's all the corrections, I believe. Once again, I just want to thank you guys for watching and commenting. So little by little, we are solving this mystery that is Mega Man X DiVE. With that said, we got another mystery on our hands, gang. It's this screenshot of Alia in Flame Mammoth Stage. The developers were being kind of cheeky, like, oh, do you recognize this stage? Can you tell us what it is? But clearly, it's Flame Mammoth Stage, the Maverick Hunter X version of it actually, since this game is reusing a lot of its assets. Talking about the stage in general, it's pretty much how we remember it, but you might also notice there's these fireballs raining down. Now, it could be a reference to one of two things. The first is in Flame Mammoth Stage, usually when you were walking across in that lava area, there will be fire coming out of the ground, and if you touch it, you're dead. Or, what might be more likely, it might actually be a reference to Mega Man X6, because in that game, a certain nightmare effect would cause meteors to rain down during the stage. So imagine if there's a nightmare system in Mega Man X DiVE, or something like it at least, that makes these fireballs appear and start raining down on you in the stage. That would be kind of wild, and would also give us major PTSD. Oh dear. So then moving on from that, here's Alia. It looks like she still has the Z-Buster equipped, because you might remember we've already seen a screenshot of Alia in Flame Mammoth Stage fighting the intro boss from X2, and another screenshot that was released about the time this game first got announced, and they were announcing that partnership with that Asus phone. We saw a very blurry screenshot there, but this is the first time we're seeing an actual high quality image of Alia in action. So like I just said, she has a Z-Buster equipped, looking pretty good. And then if we go down to her skills, the one on the left looks a lot like the ray arrow weapon from Mega Man X6. And on the right, I was thinking a grenade, but it could also be the green spinner missile, the weapon you got from Bamboo Pandemonium in Mega Man X8. And you know, these two skills are basically boss weapons from past Mega Man X games. That makes things a little interesting because we just learned about the chip system that exists that's supposed to be the replacement for special weapons. So if past special weapons could also be skills for the characters, that's a bit interesting. But who knows for sure if we're correct on that. These could be something else for all we know, since we haven't seen them in action yet. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. And then on the left, we have a new sub-weapon. It has sort of a black color scheme with a orangish color to it on the blade. Now at first, just from the color of the blade alone, I was thinking, well maybe that's the Shadow Armor blade? Since the Shadow Armor was all about the Z-Saber, so it would make sense that you could use that weapon too. And we did see the Shadow Armor Buster during the previous analysis. But on closer inspection, it may actually be the Z Rapier from Mega Man X Command Mission. And here's a comparison image right here. What do you guys think? You think it's the Rapier, or maybe Shadow Armor Blade, or is it something different? If it is the Rapier, that could make sense, because man, they love their Command Mission references in this game, I tell ya. And speaking of Command Mission, here comes a new challenger who is a surprise to nobody because we've already seen the silhouette. It's Ferham from Mega Man X Command Mission. Now I've already talked a lot about her the last time we made a video about her. She was one of the cadres of the Rebellion in the original game, so now that she is confirmed to be a playable character, maybe we'll see other cadres too, like Scarface. Scarface is the other popular one that I've seen people wanting, so let's hope he gets in too. But as for Ferham, here is the description coming from the Rockman X DiVE Facebook page. Ferham made her debut in Mega Man X Command Mission. Her whip, while laser-like, has been revealed to be electromagnetic. And that's all we have really. And yeah, you can definitely see she still has her whip, so that's probably going to be her main weapon when we actually see her in the game. Unfortunately, this is all we have so far, just her artwork in comparison to the original artwork from Command Mission. They haven't shown off any 3D models like they usually do when they reveal a new character. Maybe it's still heavily in development right now. It would be cool if Ferham is in the base game, but maybe she isn't. Maybe this is just something for a later update. Either way, in comparison to her original art, Ferham is definitely looking bigger in general. Like just her proportions in general have been largened a bit. It looks like she has some long hair going on. Her hair in the new Rockman X DiVE artwork is definitely longer than it was in the original. It's almost like she's aged a bit overall, which that's pretty cool that the character is kind of aging with us. Maybe it doesn't make the most sense since the game story is pretty much the data of all these series coming together. But I am enjoying these slight redesigns of the existing characters. It's a lot of fun. And overall, it's looking really good as usual. Can't wait to see more Ferham in the main game as a playable character. She's gonna whip everybody into shape, that's for sure.
I say whip it! Whip it good!
Whether she is flying or on the ground. Now that does it for today's Mega Man X DiVE news, but since this is a shorter video than usual, I wanted to take this time to go over some news that came out not too long ago that I missed, so we're gonna cover that now. First up, we're checking in with the other mobile game that features Mega Man X, the card game Teppen. Recently, Teppen revealed a new character that you can actually download and play right now. It's Jill Valentine from the Resident Evil series. But for our purposes, her deck contains a new Mega Man X card. It's Cygnus, who was first introduced in Mega Man X5, and has been sort of the chief of operations ever since. Cool to see him there. In addition, Teppen is getting ready to release a new Day of Nightmares expansion in September. When that expansion comes out, there's going to be some more Mega Man X cards coming. They've already revealed a couple, including Burned Rooster from Mega Man X8, and High Max from Mega Man X6. With the High Max reveal, they also had a description saying that High Max fell at the hands of X and Zero, and maybe you'll have a better chance while using his card in Teppen. So just like Mega Man X DiVE, Teppen continues to expand. So we have a lot more Mega Man X artwork to look forward to in the future. Of course, we'll do our best to keep you updated on all that going on as well. Secondly, it looks like the Mega Man live action movie that we heard about a while ago, I even reported on it myself. It seems like that live action movie is probably going to get cancelled, or it may already be cancelled in fact. Pretty much what happened is Disney acquired 21st Century Fox. My gosh, Disney is buying out everybody right now. And since that happened, 21st Century Fox is undergoing a major refocus or a major restructuring within the company, which means they've canceled a lot of the movies that they had in the works, and they're trying to focus on just a few. And among the films that were removed from their overall roadmap, yep, Mega Man is long gone, which, to be honest, it may be for the best. I don't think live action would really suit Mega Man that well unless they got some people on board that really understand what Mega Man's all about and try to stay faithful to that. Because I'm not trying to say a Mega Man live action movie won't work, I just don't trust the movie executives to really get it right. I mean, look at the Sonic the Hedgehog movie for example. Now, if they worked very closely with Capcom on it and really got it right, like the Pokemon Company did for the Detective Pikachu movie, now we're talking. Detective Pikachu was actually pretty cool. But overall, I would say I would much prefer an animated Mega Man movie. And heck, while we're at it, give me that Mega Man X anime, give me that Mega Man Star Force 3 anime. Really, I just want to see more anime shows than movies per se. But if they are going to do a movie, I think animation would be best. But who knows, maybe the Mega Man movie will come back, just not under Fox. Maybe another company will take up the project. Capcom has the rights to Mega Man, not Disney. So Capcom may be shopping around the movie as we speak. I will say, it is a little sad if it's going to get cancelled though. I was so looking forward to talking about this terrible new Mega Man movie in a couple years. Just staying around with some of the guys in discussions and just laughing about it. That would have been so epic. And maybe it will still happen, but for now, sayonara Mega Man movie. The last piece of news we have for today is apparently a mobile port for Rockman Ability is happening. In case you don't know, Rockman Ability is that patch-a-slot game that came out last year. And you can play it in arcades in Japan, of course. And actually, this game is really cool. The animated cutscenes look really great. And they have some pretty cool characters like the daughter of Dr. Light taking up his role. And they also have a neat version of Roll. And she is actually a playable character in the game. She even uses her own special weapons. And it's really cool that this game gave Roll more of a role in the game. But yeah, the way the cutscenes are done, the character designs, the story, it all looks amazing. And the fact that it's coming to mobile, now to be fair, it's not coming everywhere, it's only coming out in Japan on Android and iOS. Unfortunately, there is no English dub or English translation planned at this time. But even if it's Japan exclusive, I think it's pretty cool. Because this game looks really good, and just having that on the go, rather than having to go into an arcade or buying a machine yourself, will just make it more accessible to everyone else. And that is always a good thing in my eyes. Seeing those cutscenes running on my phone is gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, I guess Mega Man X DiVE isn't the only Mega Man related mobile game happening. And as for how we found this out, apparently somebody that is close to Capcom's arcade and amusement operations told Rockman Corner about this. And this mobile game is going to be ported by Comseed Corporation, who is also responsible for ports of the patch-a-slot Resident Evil 6 and patch-a-slot Devil May Cry 4 ports on the mobile. Apparently every Capcom patch-a-slot machine under the sun is getting ported, and Rockman Ability is just the next one happening. Still, I'm really looking forward to that, just because I just love all the character designs in this game. Well guys, that pretty much does it for this news update on Mega Man X DiVE, Teppen, Rockman Ability, and that Mega Man movie. Hope you guys enjoyed. And make sure you check the links in the description below for all the links and credits that you need. Thank you so much for watching, and for more on Mega Man and other things Mega Man-esque, stay tuned to ShadowRockZX. Until next time, rock on.